Hey Odense, hey Denmark, and hey Internet. I'm making this video because I want to make an announcement. Starting from tomorrow, 9 March, I'm gonna start a protest, a legal protest, in front of Frie A-kasse in Odense. This protest is against Frie A-kasse, but also against the Danish system, because in my situation, the system kind of fails me. And I'm sure it's not only me, but there are many other people in the same situation. So for those who don't know, Frie A-kasse, it's a private unemployment insurance fund in which private members pay an insurance or a contribution so that in case they lose their income or their job, they get so-called dagpenge or unemployment benefits from the fund in which they have contributed. Now, a little bit of context. I have registered myself as a self-employed to Frie A-kasse in 2021, and I paid my monthly contribution every month in the last 5 years without missing a payment. So why I am protesting against Frie A-kasse? Primarily for two reasons. There are multiple reasons, but in this video we're gonna focus only on two, because this video is more about informing the public about the protest. The first reason is an insanely long delay in processing my case. So on 19 January 2026, I have contacted Frie A-kasse and I told them, look, I am unemployed, I don't have any source of income, we need to start the process of you approving my case and getting my dagpenge or my unemployment benefits. Now I have waited for 2 months for their approval, and we did back and forth on some bureaucratic matters which we're gonna discuss in other videos. But in the end, I got tired of them, and this Thursday, 5 March, I've contacted them and give them an ultimatum, mentioning that if they don't approve my application, unfortunately, I'm forced to make a public protest against them. Because I made this pressure against them, then in the same day, they approved the dagpenge or the unemployment benefits. So now maybe you are wondering, like, okay, if they approve it, why are still here? Why are making this video, right? So the thing is that yes, they approved the application, but what they did, they fucked up the numbers of the calculation. And I'm gonna explain you how they miscalculated the amount which I am supposed to get. So here we have a banner where we can see my total personal income, which I had for 2024 and 2025. And it's important to mention both years, because when A-kasse calculates your dagpenge, your unemployment benefits, they need to take in consideration 12 months in which you were paid the most money. So they need to take in consideration 2024 and 2025, 12 months from the last 24 months. In 2024, I had 1,060,000 krona income, more or less, and in 2025, I had 300,000 personal income. It's important to mention this is personal income, not business income related. Now they have calculated that I have got only 4,500 Danish krona income in these 2 years, so 100 times less. The thing is that they can see these amounts in the Skatt system. Skatt system, it's the fiscal system of Denmark. So they can see these amounts in the system. Now they have calculated that this is my earnings in this period, and my unemployment benefits is around 1,250 Danish krona, which in reality should be 22,000 krona. Now, on this money, I have paid so-called AM-bidrag tax. This AM-bidrag tax is a tax which is called labor market contribution in Denmark. So you pay this contribution, and if you pay that contribution on your income, that income is categorized by the fiscal system as employment income. So this is very, very important to focus on, right? So this is the two main reasons why I am protesting. There are other reasons, and we will gonna get in another video in very nitty-gritty details why they arrive at this amount. But this video is not for that. This video is simply for informing the public that I'm gonna do a 2 weeks protest, right? Okay, so we will gonna leave this banner here. And as a continuation of this video, I need to tell you that, yeah, from tomorrow, 9 March, 2026 until 20 March 2026, I'm gonna do 1 hour protest from 10:30 in the morning to 11:30 in the morning every day from Monday to Friday. This is a legal protest. I have the permission from Frie police, which is responsible for Odense, and I'm gonna do this fight to get my unemployment benefits at the full amount. Later on, I will gonna come with different videos where I'm gonna explain the gray zones which Frie A-kasse mentions, but the bottom line is this. On that income, I have paid the A and B draw tax, the labor market contribution tax, and according to the law, if I have paid those taxes on the income and they can see that income in Scat register, then they should take it in consideration for my unemployment benefits. Thank you for listening, and I will update you with details in the next videos. Have a nice weekend.